I'm really proud of you guys for getting all this done. 2 days minus 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah. What it is. There's 24 hours in a day. You guys work 8 hours a day. That's what it is. So, finish your third day. Don't know what else you did.
Let's see. These soldering stations were like the bottom floor.
Yes.
I want to live where you live, where you have 32-hour days. I could use an extra.
What?
These guys need 16 hours of sleep on a regular.
You want to pull up a chair there, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Joy. Hi, Dave. Hi, Eric. Hi, Bit Matt. Hi, Victor. There's so, hi, Doc. So the 45 watt, I believe there's an asterisk there. British amp workshop is complete, and this one is not in the head, the cabinet, but everyone else's is in a cabinet. And I'm not 100% sure. I think this is the one that Eric Swanson built. And I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do with this one yet, besides rock out. So Chris is going to be joining. We just want to give people a moment to jump in here and say hey, and give you guys kind of a heads up on this workshop that, frankly, we probably won't do again. I think this was a lot more workshop than we had originally. Well, than I had originally thought it would be. I don't think that Eric thought it was going to be less easy than it was, but let's ask Zed. Hi, Zed.
Hey, Matt.
How are you, sir?
Doing excellent. Now that it's done.
So you went from, gosh, you were here all week building guitars.
Yeah.
And then you decided that
stay for this one.
Stay for the amp thing. So what did you think, sir?
Well, it was really
it's a ton of work.
Yeah, it's like one of your other workshops. It comes down to the wire, 5 o'clock. Yeah, but no, there was even with all the pre-work that Eric did with it, it's still.
I know you guys worked all day yesterday, and it's 4 o'clock. I mean, like you guys just turned off the soldering irons like 15 minutes ago because there was some checking and testing.
Yeah, and we had a few problems, but everything has been overcome, and all the amps work.
Cool. So now you're not a guitar player by trade, right?
Correct.
You're a bass player. So what are you going to do with a 45 watt Marshall head?
Wake neighbors up.
Okay, that's cool. That's super cool.
Played.
Yeah, I mean, I play guitar. It's easier to write songs on guitar than it is.
Oh, okay. So you were saying that, okay, now here's a question for you, because you said to me, man, if there's any way we can do an even more over-the-top amp build.
JCM 800.
Yeah, so that would be...
That's a lot more.
Like two more of these, right? Like it's Eric, is that what the JCM 800 is, just like two of these wired together or daisy chained together? Okay. Do we have a head that's in the cabinet that is still in the shop?
Yeah. I haven't put mine away yet. So
okay. So Zed, what did you think, man?
I thought it was fun. It was really cool putting all of this together.
Yeah, let's get
that one out of the camera.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Now, and you're gonna put your logo on the thing there. Okay. This should plop right onto a 412 cabinet, yeah?
Oh yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, these look so good, you guys.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what you do with them. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
Dave says hook it up to 812s.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Well, I got my Ampeg 810 cab.
that'll get you there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You still move an 810?
Actually, I
You just
down-
have it.
Yeah, I just have it,
Okay.
but I use my 610 more if I'm going.
Okay.
Because it's just easier to get in through doorways.
Yeah. I had
It fits in the back of my car.
that's another thing. The nice thing about the 810 is that the leverage point, like the 6 and the 410 with the kickback thing,
Yeah.
that by the time you get like the 4, you're like kind of hunched over moving it. With the 8, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
You know what I'm talking- yeah. Yeah. So Patrick says, all I can say is, wow, too cool. Yeah, Patrick,
Oh, yeah.
these are super awesome.
so you can see the back too.
Mm-hmm. Not a whole lot going on.
Not a whole lot
there.
going on there,
Yeah.
but I know there's some probably people going, flip it over.
Yeah. Very cool. So what was one of the fun things about this one, Zed?
Learning how to do turret board soldering. I'd never done that before. I'd done PCB. And
Okay, so
eyelet, but-
eyelet. So yeah, so the British style amps they don't have eyelets like a Fender,
correct.
and they don't have print. Well, this
This one
vintage doesn't have
yeah.
printed circuit board. This one has eyelet or turret board.
turret boards. Yes.
What does that mean?
So the board comes out, and then there's these like little risers off of them.
Little
Metal
stick
posts.
ups.
Yeah, little stick ups. You wrap the wire around there and solder it to
Okay.
the post.
But you've worked on some of the other ones before, and so is Bill. We're gonna get Bill in here to talk to us about that next.
I've done a lot of PCB soldering, so
Okay. Is this the most ambitious soldering project that you've done
Yes.
up to this point? Okay.
yes.
Are you
Cool.
a better solderer because of this?
How can you not?
Oh, I don't know. I can gob some solder on a turret board like you wouldn't believe.
Then you are.
So Eric, of course, is an exceptional amp tech. What was it like working with? Because I wasn't here. Chris and I weren't here. Chris was here for the whole workshop last time because he did it.
Yeah.
But what's it like working with Eric? He seems
Eric-
pretty chill.
Yeah, and he's been really helpful with things. If you need something explained, how it works, how it gets wired in,
Okay.
or even how it works, he's the man to answer all
Okay.
the questions.
Cool, man. Far out. Well, you're gonna drag this out in the yard and like wake up out the neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Nice, good.
4 o'clock in the morning, man.
I mean, it's 4 o'clock in the morning somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, what am I missing here, Chris? Shall we see if Bill wants?
How cool was it the moment that you played the guitar you built to the amp? you built?
Thank you. Yeah,
Oh, amazing.
yeah.
Truly amazing.
Yeah.
I think I was as amazed as he was. I was like, "You built that guitar. You built that.
You
amp.
built the
That is
guitar and you
rad."
built the amp in 7 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know anywhere. Hey, Dave sent us a super chat and said, "Glad everyone got it done. Quite the journey, ain't it?" Yeah.
Yes.
I thank you, Dave. I don't know anywhere where you can build a guitar and build an amp in 7 days and have it all work.
Correct. And
Yeah.
and Zed,
And have it look
No-
cool.
no disrespect to Bill, because Bill came in a close second. Zed is the first person
Oh, that's right.
built the guitar and built the amp
In 7 days.
in 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last class
No
It
one
was-
showed up for the guitar.
Yeah. We didn't do the guitar one. We just did the amp one. So yeah. Doug Santaniello says, unbelievable.
All right.
It is unbelievable. It's your guitar isn't here, is it?
It is. It's
You want to
there.
just show it off just real fast, just because this is your amp and get your guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because I think that's a cool thing, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. These are like the things that I've always wanted in like the
In life.
yeah, like a real nice Les Paul, a
Uh-huh.
really good tube amp.
All right,
I mean,
so
who can beat it?
all right, I'm gonna grab the guitar body over here, and you grab. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering, Zed did this amp and did this guitar in 7 days. So we started on Monday, and you just got done. It's quite to quote one of my favorite guys holding a guitar. It's quite unbelievable, really.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
very
I'm so
cool.
ready to go lay down now.
You get ready to get some ready for
Some
nine.
rest, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, let's get
get
Bill
Bill
to
up
come
here.
up, and can we keep your amp up here,
Yeah,
Zed?
sure.
So okay, so people can see that in just 2 days, yeah, it does go to, what does the loudness go to?
They
11?
don't go to 11.
What do they go to? Okay, maybe you could make yours one louder and have
Yeah. Well, why don't you
New faceplate.
new faceplate is easy, or just new number. How are you doing, Bill?
Oh man, I'm tired.
Your amp looks
Exactly
just
like
exactly
this one.
the same.
You know,
Yeah.
I had a couple of, I finished first, and then I had a couple of opens that had to go back. be
Okay.
Corrected.
But they're
one
all
missing
done,
wire,
and yeah.
and then just a little touch up all along the way. Nothing too
So
major. You know, I was like, out of my soldering, I got like 98.4.
hey man,
correct.
that's pretty excellent, really. Yeah. If you did it 10
like
more
an A.
times, yeah,
It's an A.
yeah, it's an A. Yeah. You so these are all hand wired, all tube. What I'd like, Eric, do you have time to come up and talk to? Okay, so we're gonna get Eric up here, but these are 45 watt amps or not 45 watt
Eric
amps?
measured.
Yeah, so I measured the output
Here, let's
power.
get
Come in
come.
here, scoot over. All right. Coming in. Yeah, no, we scoped it, and it's putting up pretty close to 50 watts.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, these are loud as hell.
they're just as loud as what this looks exactly
Yeah,
like.
you don't need
right?
11 on these.
Yeah.
11 would be too much.
As a young man, I always thought that 100 watts is what you needed, but frankly, I'm a 50 watt guy now. What's the real difference?
Well, I mean, power power and loudness are not related as most people think they are.
Okay.
So a general rule of thumb is to make something twice as loud, you have to it's 10 times the power.
So if you had a
10 times
50
the
watt
watts.
amp to make it twice as loud, you need a
Double, yeah.
500 watt amp.
Yeah, doubling of loudness. So like from 5 watts to 50 watts is 10 times or twice as loud.
Okay.
And 10 watts to 100 watts would be volume wise. So
okay. Well, so why do they have 100 watt amps then? Do you think?
Because
they're louder
than
you
10
gotta
watt.
you gotta be louder than everybody
You
else.
can. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I had a Vox AC30 for a while, 30 watts, I guess. And it was unbelievable. It was crazy loud.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah.
Well, I mean, even the 5E3s or
Mhm.
12 watts are amazingly loud.
Yeah. Well, so Bill, what did you think? Because you did the same thing. You built a guitar and you built the amp in just 7 short days.
And it worked,
And and everything worked.
And it worked.
He's still all bright.
Yeah.
And no shocks, no burns, no.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, no, I mean, this is a challenging amp. We were there constantly adding components. Started with the chassis,
Mm-hmm.
put all the. Eric had already put the transformers in. He had wired the heaters, the filaments,
Mhm.
which is my
We'd
worst
still be
subject
here.
on. Yeah,
Okay.
we'd be here tomorrow.
We'd still be over there huffing solder fumes.
So I mean, there was a lot of prep that kind of went into making it successful, similar to the guitar class.
Yeah.
And when Eric said that he had put the heater wiring in, I was like, oh, good news.
So a glorified G says, well, G, don't plug it in and play it. Okay, what you have to understand about a live video, given our internet feed here, is if we did that, you wouldn't hear anything.
Right.
It pixelates the sound before it gets to you. But don't worry, we've got one of these and we'll plug it in and play it. You'll just have to tune in to watch that one. And I'm sure you will, right? Okay.
38% fewer viewers.
Yeah. Grumpa says, what are the power tube used and what's the plate voltage? Is that something you just know off the top of your head or?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I do because we just measured.
Okay.
The power tubes are EL34s. The plate voltage was 423.
Now, did you were going to use different tubes?
I
Bill?
was. I was originally planning to substitute KT66s, but I didn't want to get off into the weeds when
Okay.
troubleshooting came on. So I built it per the kit, and I can go back and
Is it just like just put the tubes you want in, or
there's a few changes. I mean,
Yeah,
Eric and I
You
talked
got to be
about it.
careful about it, but and it's pretty simple. So
okay?
I mean, as far as
There's a few
tube
things to watch
socket
out for.
compatibility, it's pretty much 1-to-1, but
Right.
it's the output transformer.
Output transformer and bias. So
Okay,
Yep, you have to.
cool. Well, so Bill, what was one of your favorite things about the amp building thing?
Well, so I've built a turret board in the past, but I always use the holes on the top. And so Eric, and in this case, if I did that, I'd kind of be screwed. But
there's
Eric
no
kind of taught me how to properly wire the turrets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the turret is kind of a shape where it's got a bit of a head and then a step in. It's a round thing.
So
got
it's
a
designed
wrap.
for a wire to
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, you
and
can
so
wrap
it
multiple
won't
things
come
around
up
it.
over the top, and it's got a little pocket that'll sit in,
Neat.
and it does have a center hole that we did use.
I use occasionally when you have more things than fit
But-
on the turret.
Oh, okay.
They actually have double turrets as well.
Man.
So
Okay. Well, I can't tell you how amazed I am that you guys, one, built this, but two, I came in the mornings and I came in the evenings and took pictures of where you guys were, and you guys can see all that stuff on the 5280 Guitar Building Workshop Facebook page. And there's pictures of all this stuff, and there's some quick short videos and things. But man, it's remarkable.
it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of work.
Yeah, we had several discussions throughout the last couple of days where this is not the amp you want to start with.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to eat some crow here because when Eric first broached the subject of the amp class, I said, let's do this Marshall one too. And to Eric's credit, he was like, he didn't say no. He was like, yeah, okay. And then I had some trouble getting the pieces and the bits. So I think that this probably represents, at least this probably represents the last Marshall workshop that we're going to do.
The 18 watt.
One is we just can't get the stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that they have a lot of. It seems like the 5E3 is an amplifier that they have a lot of, and the Champs are something they have a lot of. They might have some other ones, but for the most part, the British amps I think they're just outside of what people can do in
So the 18 watt is a very popular, it's a lot easier than this. It uses EL84s.
okay.
Slightly different, output. It's only 18 watts.
But you can understand that I don't want to attempt to talk Eric into doing that, right?
Oh, well, I don't know.
I
I haven't
mean,
heard him say no yet.
well, no, and Eric's
You got
been
me on
really
camera
good
now,
about
so
it. Yeah.
Whatever I say. it's-
Yeah.
Well, no,
on
yeah.
the
So
record.
let's not put Eric on the spot.
Yeah.
Let's not. Yeah.
So, but there are easier amps too.
Well, okay, and I think that the 5E3 and the Champ is something that we want to start thinking about.
Yeah.
But I want to know from you guys what if we had, and it doesn't cost anything to throw that workshop out there.
Yeah.
I mean, in
If
the
enough people want me to
time
do it, we can figure it out.
in the
The
time
Champ one, right?
The Champ, any of them. Well, maybe short of.
Well, not anyway.
I'm going to stop short of a twin, maybe.
Yeah, hey, let's build a twin reverb in 24 hours.
right in the world where everyone's looking for a bedroom amp, this is not it.
Mm-hmm. Eric, are there Champ things that you can do for a bedroom amp to make it sound? Because I don't know, a Champ, like you just crank it up and it's an amp. I imagine you can toss a bunch of pedals in front of it and
Yeah, I mean, honestly, one of the biggest things you can do with the Champ, and this goes back to the thing about power, is that a 5 watt amp through a 412 or whatever, a 210 sounds pretty great. So the stock speaker in a Champ, little 8-inch thing,
that's
is not ideal. And yeah, so
Chris is
you
making
can take
this.
you can take a Champ and plug it into a much bigger cabinet, and it'll be pretty sweet over there.
Now, I don't know if this is a thing we could do or not, but is it possible to get a Champ amplifier in a 112 box? Do you think?
They're there's somebody out there I think that's making a cabinet like that. They call it the like Mega Vibro Champ or something. I've seen some guys
Okay.
build that. So yeah, it's like a Champ with a 112, and then I think maybe a 6L6 instead of a 6V6, so you get a little more power.
Okay.
So
7
that's
watts.
something. Yeah, 10 watts.
Super champ.
Whoa. Didn't who was the guy who made was it Bruce Egnator who made the Champs and the Deluxes and stuff in the late 80s, early 90s that had like the snake skin cloth, and they were like,
I don't know about that.
do you remember the ones I was talking about, Chris?
The actual Fender one?
Yeah, the actual Fender ones. Yeah.
That was I thought it was Rivera.
Right?
Rivera. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's probably gonna, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it looks okay. It looks like we
Tapping out.
disconnected
Tapping
and we're now reconnected. Well, guys, so this has been a really fun thing. Of course, I didn't have to do anything, but Chris, you want to get in on this real quick, or okay, all right. Well, so anyway, I guess we're gonna go ahead and call it. But thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for all the super chats. Yeah. So if you guys would like to build your own amp, send me some emails. And hi, Mike, how you doing? And let's see if we can make something happen. Like I say, I think just getting all the stuff for the British style amp is really tricky. It's very, very difficult for me. You guys probably would be it'd be easier for you to do it. But yeah, I think that there is a lot of possibilities for more Fender style stuff. Yeah. But congratulations to both the guys who completed these in 2 short days. And I'm very proud to say that they were also guys who completed the Ultimate Les Paul build workshop in 5 days. So they built a really cool guitar and a really cool amp to play it through in 7 days. And it's remarkable what they were able to do. So thanks to everybody who was hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. All right.